I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
This is very true. Very true. Welcome to the Spit Take Podcast. I am your host, Adam, along with my co-host, Steph and Alex. We're
Hi.
doing a little bit of a shorter episode today, but we're going to be talking about reality TV. So Steph has been trying to get us to watch the Mormon Housewives of Autistic something or other. But we're very excited. Yeah, no, it's the
The autistic Mormon
the
housewives.
autistic Mormon housewives on the spectrum, whatever they call it. But yeah, no, it's the I don't even remember what the show's called. I watched it.
Love on the Spectrum.
There's Love on the Spectrum.
And then
the
Secret Lives of American Housewives.
Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Oh my God. I was just going to let you guys continue to go. And then I'm like, I can't do this. You're just butchering it all.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Housewives. Got it.
No, Secret
Why
Life
is this
of
a good
Mormon
show,
Wives.
Steph?
This show, okay, it's not. It's not a good show. I'm going to start by saying this, but it's addicting because it started out with a bunch of Mormon wives that created this presence on TikTok and went viral. And it's kind of followed them throughout the past couple of years and how they've developed. And it's like you've gone through divorces and pregnancies, and 2 of them are on Dancing with the Stars. And it's like each one, like each season, like you love or you hate a new one. And the one that I loved the most in the beginning, I now hate her. And I know that that's the point of TV, right? They create the narrative to make you feel some type of way about people. But it's just interesting. And it's also the Mormon culture, I feel like, has been more pronounced over the last couple of years. And I think we talked about this on a previous episode. Their whole point is to spread their word. And this is their way of doing it in a way. I think, Alex, you might have brought that up before.
I think it was me.
Yeah, I do know that.
Maybe
listen, Adam, I think I said it on that episode I wasn't on.
Maybe we've all said it at some point.
Yeah. But it's an interesting concept if that's the ultimate goal. I don't think it is. I think these women are, building their businesses and they have become the breadwinners when normally it's the men who are taking on the business side of things and making the money, and the women are at home rearing a bunch of kids and cooking and cleaning and all that. That's a very common thing in their culture. But this is kind of them stepping out of that box that they're put in, and the women are the ones who are making all the money. They're getting endorsement deals. Again, they're going on different shows, like they're getting all these opportunities, and you can see them growing each season. So it's fun to watch. There's a ton of drama. Taylor Frankie Paul, who is just finished, or didn't just finish, but was supposed to be the Bachelorette this year, got kicked off because of some domestic violence.
Did you watch the video?
Kids?
Yeah. Did you? It's wild.
My problem with it, though, is that happened.
Go on, Steph. Defend child beatings.
Yeah.
It wasn't. She didn't beat her child, but
no, she threw a metal chair at her husband, and then it missed and hit the kid.
Well, it's her baby daddy.
Well, then that's acceptable.
Yeah, but either way, he's a piece of work too. But the whole thing was CBS knew about this. This is not new intel. Okay, so CBS knew about this before casting her as the Bachelorette. Like, we all knew that they had problems. They got arrested in the first season together for like similar shit. So my problem with it is like, oh, now all of a sudden it's resurfacing and CBS is being like, oh, well, we can't have this on our TV. It's like, bitch, you knew about this.
Are we about to have another Ruby Frankie situation here? The woman who kidnapped her own kids and held them in a basement, duct taped, and beating the Satan out of them?
No, because I feel like Taylor's kids actually stay with her mom a lot. And it's just like, but
that's the difference. They're staying with their mom a lot. The duct tape, cool. The beatings, and the keeping the Satan out of the child still happening. Yeah. That's still going down. But they're staying with their mom, so that's okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did watch that documentary about Ruby Frankie.
I mean, anyway. Ruby Frankie kind of started that whole, it's mom talk, isn't that what it is? Mom talk?
Yeah, mom talk.
She kind of started that whole trend, right? She was the one who was putting her kids on there and showing all the different things they were doing. But then she also got crucified for it because of how badly she was treating her kids. But then, it became popular. That actually created a lot of popularity in the Mormon culture of doing TikToks and showing your family, which I have very strong feelings against, but I don't think you should expose your kids on, because they don't really understand what's happening. They're not volunteers on it, but that's a whole nother subject. But I will say that because I when I was watching the show, because I only watched the first episode of, what are they on now, season 4, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I only watched that first episode, and like it's strange, like in the Peanuts cartoons when the parents are talking and you hear wah wah wah. That's what I hear when I watch the show. Is I'm like, I don't understand anything these people are talking about, nor do I care. I'm sure somebody does, but
I think it's just the drama. It's the fact that like we can get out of our everyday lives and watch somebody else's drama unfold and be like, oh shit, it could be worse. Like, at least that's not me on national television. And I think that's the draw of reality television.
It's escapism. It's in the same way you're saying that they build heroes and villains. It's like professional wrestling. They build their heels and their heroes, and you have your storylines of who you hate this week and who you don't hate next week. It's escapism. What bugs me, though, is you don't see me going around trying to build an Iron Man suit, but you will see some people going around acting like the women on that show. And women and the people on reality TV, the heightened drama, the creating bullshit out of nothing. Like, I like my escapism too, but at no point have I ever, wheeled. Okay, I did make a Captain America shield out of a 55-gallon drum lid when I was a kid. My dad helped me make it. It was fucking awesome. I did do that, but I was a child.
That's fair. That's cool. You went up a notch in my book.
Oh, sweet, dude.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants. But you're right. People do go around. So it's different when you watch the Housewives shows, right? You watch I don't even know what the fuck where they're from.
Real Housewives of
yeah. So when you watch those, you also know that behind the scenes, because they've brought this out before, behind the scenes, producers are getting them drunk. They want them to have conflict. They want them to be angry. It's different with the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I got it right that time. It's different with that one. It's different because they don't drink. So these people are just they're sober assholes, which is almost worse than drunk assholes. Drunk assholes, you're like, I can forgive that a little bit. But like sober assholes, like those people are asshole 24/7, doesn't matter. But you're right. The way that they're acting is,
it's acceptable.
I feel like
it's this culture that we're in right now. Never admit you're wrong. Never, do anything that doesn't create some kind of conflict. Always create the conflict because that gets the likes and the views and everything. We are a culture that lives by how many likes and views we get. Can't even get cast on SNL these years until you've got a following online. And it's nothing to do with pure talent. So that's what sucks. It's like, it's not the degradation of society because people spit on TV in the 50s and said that's going to be the destruction of society. It's just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it's mindless entertainment for people to get into. When we grew up, Simpsons, Family Guy, all of those like adult cartoons, right? Those were kind of just like, that's the escapism and the mindless TV that we watched. I don't know why Adam's making faces.
I don't know why you're talking about The Simpsons like that. Seasons 1 through 8 were solid.
Thank you. I didn't want to say, I was like, you better call Conan O'Brien and talk to him about the monorail episode.
Yeah.
Because that's really, I see what you mean though, Steph. But I mean, that's also an interesting thing because to you, that drama is mindless, beautiful shit. But to me, it is mindless, annoying shit. Like, I can't see the beauty in people's fighting.
Yeah, and I think that part of it might be our gender differences. I think that as females,
you don't have a dick.
Some days.
Oh boy, this is gonna get weird.
Some days.
Yeah.
But I think that like reality TV is definitely geared more towards females and people that are more on the emotional sensitive side, where like I'm trying to be careful about what I say because I don't want to pigeonhole this as, this is just girls, but it's like you have
people who lead with their emotions.
Yes. And because it is an emotional show and you get involved with the characters and you become, and I say characters because they are characters, and now I will say on the other side of it though, especially with Secret Life of Mormon Wives, there's a lot of scenes where they try to be emotional. You can just tell that it's fake crying, the crocodile tears to try to like gain sympathy. And it's like, all right, listen, you're not that upset. Okay. You're fine. And like Jesse went through in a quote unquote affair. She kissed a guy on a trip when she was married, and to some that is an affair. I don't personally think that's an affair. She had an emotional affair.
So wait, she kissed a guy on well, hold on. Was she was married to one person?
Yes.
And then she went on a trip with this person.
No, she went on a trip with her girlfriends to Vanderpump
Okay, so she went on a girls' trip,
Vanderpump
and then she kissed another guy.
Yes, after the fact, I think.
Cheating.
Right, but not an affair. And they made it into this big thing. This is a bigger deal than it should have been.
Yeah, but that's semantics.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you saying that it's not an affair because an affair requires multiple, trysts? Tryst is a fun word.
Yes, I think it has to involve multiple trysts.
Okay, not an affair. Definitely cheating, though.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not cheating, but I'm not saying it's an affair in the way that they made it out to be. It was like this.
So her husband divorced her.
No, he didn't divorce her. There's a whole thing. You got to watch the show and understand it.
That's what we're here for. Tell us all about it. What happened next?
I'm going to have Sarah catch me up on some of this.
They're working things out. I don't know. There's also emotional abuse going on there and controlling, and I don't know. There's a whole lot to this whole story.
He's controlling her, or she's controlling him?
He's controlling her, and like emotionally.
How does he emotionally control her?
Well, emotionally abusive, like says mean things to her and like talks her down and makes her feel bad. And I mean, this woman's worth multi-million. She started her own salon and extension line and a whole thing. So listen, there's a lot of moving pieces to this story. So it's like, you don't know who's right and who's wrong. But I'm going to tell you, it is worth a watch if you want some mindless entertainment. That's it.
It sounds like what's happening behind the scenes is way more interesting than what I've seen on the show.
Probably. It's actually, so the dad started Dad Talk to get on this.
Those fucking guys, man. Like, let's talk about the husbands.
And now they're
for
making 30% more for the
So the only episode I watched, like I said, episode 1 of season 4, and they were doing some kind of, they're releasing butterflies or something. I don't remember why. It was something stupid. But anyways, they're like sitting there about to do it. One of the dads like, well, I'd like to also give my little tribute and my little toast and say that the guys are going to Vanderpump or whatever it was, and we're going to be doing that. And everybody's looking at him like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? Like, this isn't about you. It was like he had to step in. Like, there's definitely an inferiority complex going on with him.
Yeah, you don't go on reality TV unless you didn't get to sit at the cool table in 7th grade.
Yeah, I mean, or
you did, and you're still looking for it.
It was a very tiny dick thing to say. Is all I'm saying.
Who said it? But it was at the baby blessing. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was the baby blessing. And one of the dudes, and I kept texting you about this. I'm like, what is with this dude's neck? Like, he looked like he was about to clone some stormtroopers out on Camino. Okay. Alex knows what I'm talking about. Steph's laughing like she knows. She doesn't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is 100% accurate.
You see, Steph, Mr. Sifo-Dyas had actually ordered the clones.
Mm-hmm.
It's Darth Tyrannus was involved. I don't want to get into it. They were Django.
Yeah, Django.
It's reality TV. I will say on a different note, what is it? Age of Attraction is another one that was not good at all. I hope they don't make another season, because you had people who came in and
hold on, wait. Let me. You should name a show and then let me guess.
And then let us guess.
Yes, let us guess what the show's
exact
about.
Thing.
Okay, well, I didn't say anything. Age of Attraction.
Age of Attraction. Okay, so first place my mind goes to Age of Attraction is like barely legal people getting together, right? Age of Attraction.
Okay. No. I was thinking of Age of Innocence style, but also with the pedophile angle that Adam's pushing us towards. You just keep pushing us towards that, Adam. Jeez, why? I mean, come on. Talking about TV.
There's Epstein in the TV a lot. It's just you assume everybody's a pedophile now.
Yeah, that's just everybody has to show their voter ID card and their I didn't go to Epstein's Island card.
And yeah, until we see the whole list, we don't know who is and who isn't. We have strong guesses, but any one of us could be on that list, okay?
Port of flag.
Age of Attraction, I'm thinking like maybe some May, December relationships, younger women, older men, younger men, older women, MILFs, if you would, maybe a DILF or two.
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track there, but they put these people together and they go on dates and everything, but you don't know how old the other person is. And then you kind of build this bond, and then you go to the promise room where you promise each other you're going to try to work through everything, and then you say how old you are. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not surprised by any of these. There was like a 60-year-old man with like a 23-year-old girl, and it was weird. But he did look young. I will say that, but you could tell that he was definitely older by the way he dressed and the way that he spoke. But then you have an older woman. She was like 54, 55, something like that. And she was with a 23-year-old man. Now, I'm going to tell you, and listen, this woman is beautiful, so I'm not saying she's not. But I can tell you, I clocked her age before she even said a word. And there's ways that you can tell. It's by the hands and the neck on the women. We can all have a bunch of surgery, a bunch of injections, but our necks and our hands as we get older, they get crepier, wrinklier, saggier. And I looked at her and I go, she's in her 50s. And she's sitting at this dinner table with this guy's family, and they didn't want to talk about the age. And there's like a bunch of things about it on like Reddit and everything, and everyone's like, bitch, nobody's pretending that you're 23 years old. We all know. And it's
can I stop you for a second, because this show sounds like consensual sex trafficking. Maybe not even consensual. But I mean, when you think about it, it's like, hey, so we're going to put you in the room with this person that you're probably not attracted to, but we need you to promise that you're going to try to work on this, i.e., you guys go do your thing. It sounds like sex trafficking a little bit.
Well, supposedly,
I'm not worried about sex trafficking right now. I just came up with $1 million idea. Steph, you're brilliant. As always, I will give you credit. You guys have heard of Forever 21, a bunch of sexy midriff crop tops for girls? Well, introducing Forever 50, all turtlenecks and gloves.
Love it.
Be down for that. Except I hate turtlenecks. So there's that.
I need to get more turtlenecks. Buddy. I need to get some more turtlenecks.
Please don't start.
I'm kidding. Your neck looks lovely. I was just playing. You're nowhere near 50.
But that's how I know. I'm like, oh, that's how you know you're getting older. And listen, this show, I don't think it was very well thought out. Hope there's not another season. But that's another one that's like, they tried it. I don't think it stuck. Now, I'm going to go into one more because I have been waiting to talk about this show, and I've been pumped it's back on. Love on the Spectrum. What do you think that's about,
the autism show?
I already kind of know what the show is about, so I'll let Alex go if he doesn't.
Well, I do, but I want to play with it because I like this theme. Love on the Spectrum. Okay, we're going to...
All right, I'll go after
you then. First thing that comes to mind, Love on the Spectrum. It's a tale about two glorathons who are aliens from the planet Glortho, and there's this beam of light that connects their planet to another planet, Glortho and Mortho, and they walk along this beam of light and they learn to love each other, and they get everybody back together in the end. And there's an evil empire.
I love it. I didn't know where you were going with that at first. The beam of light spectrum. I got it. Spectrum.
Not.
Oh, and they're both autistic.
Yeah.
So Love on the Spectrum. I discovered it last year, and it is one of my favorite reality shows on Netflix. And I'll tell you that it is endearing. It is heartfelt. And you are watching two people that are on the spectrum. There's different levels of the spectrum as well. So keep that in mind. So you have people.
Sure, it's a spectrum.
Yeah. So you have people, I know, but a lot of people just think automatically like it's one or the other, like you're either autistic or you're not, but it's not. There's a lot of different levels on it. And I learned a lot from this show, I will say. But it's like them coming together and trying to find love. And it's these people who are like, I have tried normal dating, I've tried speed dating, I've tried Hinge and all that, and it's not working. So the show's creator, Kian, they pair up people based on like who they think will kind of work together and the cities and everything. Well, there's a lot of them who have found love, but what's interesting to me is the way that these people are dating. They're very upfront. Like they go on a date and they're like, I really like you after like 5 minutes. Or they'll be like, I think I'm in love with you. Or at the end, they'll be like, do you want to go on another date? And they'll be like, I think we should just be friends. It's a very like, no, yes, there's none of that like, oh yeah, totally call me tomorrow and I'm going to ghost you in like the current dating world. It's a very cut and dry, like, yeah, I don't think that you're for me, but let's be friends. And they're okay with it. Like there's something that just, it's great to watch because I wish that when I was in the dating world, that had happened more, where it's like, let's not play these games. Either
you wish you dated more autistic people?
Probably would have had a better experience.
Probably would have killed it.
Yeah. But it's
You're
like
pretty upfront.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love how upfront everybody is in the show. And it's I don't know if it's like just a switch where that's just like that's how it is. And they're very to the point. but it's also cute to see, you know, the different things. They're so giving. They give so many presents to each other. And I'm like, fuck, like one girl got an American Girl doll on her first date. And I'm like, huh, those are not cheap. Those are not cheap,
Sponsorship,
my friend.
baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but it's their lives evolving. And some of them, one just got engaged, and it was very cute to watch. And then they had past cast members come in for the engagement party because they, you know, they're friends, and it was fun to see them all together. So it was like, and at the end they're singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I was like, oh, this is cute.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. So
Can
I
I
don't know.
posit that I think some of the appeal, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, so tell me to shut up, of this, it sounds like it's good voyeurism. It's good peeping toms. It's you want to remember when Facebook was first out, and it really was just all of your friends' lives, and you got to see, you could scroll through Facebook and be like, oh, I saw what they did last night. I saw what they did. This is what they're doing. That's that same appeal of like you wanting to look and see other people's lives. And if you care about them as a person or as a character, then you're going to give a shit more about what their ups and downs are. So you're really just like looking in on other people's lives. It's not escapism. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's looking through a yearbook. It's epilogues.
I think you're right. I think with Love on the Spectrum, it's very much that, where I am invested. Like I follow a lot of these people on Instagram, and you know, I'm like, oh, good. They're, you know, Abby's creating more hats. Like Abby got to meet Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. Like, you know, there's some really
Which
cool
one?
things. She got to meet both.
I've
yeah.
never seen the two of them in the same room.
Well, they
It's
were
wild.
but
Yeah.
but it was, I love watching their journey, and I think it's because I actually do enjoy these, and I don't think they're characters. I don't consider them characters. They are who they are. I enjoy watching them grow, whereas something with like Secret Life of Mormon Wives, those are characters to me, and that is the escapism. So it is very different.
You don't think that Love on the Spectrum is as produced as
Correct.
Mormon Wives?
Correct. I do not think so.
Well, then I'd be interested to see it. So it's more of like a TLC show
Yes.
than it is a Bravo show.
Absolutely. There's no drama. There's no like no major drama or anything, right? Like one couple breaks up, and it's a very amicable breakup.
I feel like that it's hard to have drama when everybody is just so honest with each other.
That's it. I mean, Alex, watch it and look at the dating world of that, and you'll be like, oh my God, I know what you're talking about. Like, I wish people had been more upfront when you were dating, because you could be like, no, I don't really like you, or I there's no chemistry.
Don't you worry. Plenty of girls have told me they don't like me and that there was no chemistry. If that's the case, then I dated almost exclusively autistic women who were incredibly out of my league throughout my single years. Because often they would say how much they liked me and would like to be friends with me, but had no sexual interest in me at all.
Is that the new thing nowadays? Like, if a girl's not interested in you, you're, instead of saying she's probably a lesbian, you're like, she's probably autistic. It's fine.
Definitely.
That's the new thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry to change it real quick, but okay, so Bravo mostly shows reality TV, which we've established is predominantly watched by women.
Yes.
So shouldn't it be called Brava then?
I would write them a letter.
Because brava is the feminine. If you're saying, you bravo to a man, brava to a lady. Just saying.
My wife loves reality TV. She watches a lot of it. She likes the housewives shows. She's really actually not that into the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I have to think about that title a lot. You're doing so good.
Doing so good. Of them, man.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of you.
She likes that. She likes the what is it? Southern Charm? No, that's a house building show, I think.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Is it Southern Charm?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 shows she watches where people build houses down in Alabama too. So
where they make every fucking floor red. He looks like a big lumberjack, and she looks like this tiny little pixie.
Yeah. That's the one.
It's Alabama or Mississippi. It's one of those two.
Oh, I think it's Mississippi. I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's a good show, though. It's a good show.
Quick, spell Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Nailed it.
Got it.
Steph, spell banana.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
I had to think about Gwen Stefani's song. I'm like,
I know, dude. That's neither of you
How
asked me
else
how to
do you
spell
remember?
Fergalicious. Yeah, it's just the little phonetic MISSISSIPPI, and then this shit is
bananas.
BANANAS. Sorry,
Great
go
song.
Yeah. So no, my wife likes to watch the reality shows, and I see them, and like I'll stop and I'll pause and I'll like watch for like 10, 15 seconds and be like, "Who's that? What's going on?" And like just a little bit, so she knows how I feel every time we watch a Marvel movie. You know, did I have to see the last one to get this? No, we watched it. We watched it. I don't think we watched that together. We definitely did. Okay.
So Sarah has kind of taken my place in the Marvel
Yes.
universe.
You used to ask a lot of questions.
Yes, because I didn't pay attention.
You've got Steve now, though, so I'm sure he can answer most of that for you.
He just kind of looks at me and doesn't say anything. He's like, he just stops because he knows if he answers, then I'm going to keep asking questions.
Does it work?
Smart.
Yeah, because then I'm
Draw
just
a
like,
line in the sand.
whatever.
So if I just stare now, she's not going to ask more questions. I mean, you know what? We're going to have to put this into practice. It's going to have to be a thing.
Stoicism is very popular right now.
Works for me. Now I will say the Secret Life of Mormon Wives, since they don't drink and they can't have caffeine like coffee or anything, they have the soda shops called Swig, and
the
it's
dirty
like
sodas.
the dirty sodas, and Sarah and I are very excited.
Is that their bronze?
What? But yeah,
is that their bronze?
Oh, callback. I love that. It is. And that's where they have a lot of their meetings. And I'm very excited to find a Swig on our way down to the Ozarks and have a dirty soda.
Yeah, they're good. I've tried them. They're pretty good. I prefer a whiskey, but dirty sodas are good too.
Well, it's something great that came out of Secret Life, but
sure.
There you go. You know what? We're all constantly affected by the butterfly effects that happen right before us.
That's right.
So basically,
you can have your dirty soda on the way to the Ozarks.
Exactly. So basically, go watch Love on the Spectrum and realize how amazing that show is and why it is still running after all these years. Because it is, again, it's actual reality. It's not fake reality TV. It's not scripted. That's
fair. I've heard good things about it, and I will probably give it a try.
They're quick episodes too. There's like 8 episodes. They're like 20 minutes a piece.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can try. I'll try anything once.
Gross.
Yeah, we'll move on from that because
we don't need to go into the story.
There were some dark nights in the military. Maybe you did what you had to do. Maybe you and Private Pyle figured out what your lives would have been had you made a different choice, or had you been born a little bit differently.
Sometimes, you know what? You hop on a plane somewhere to go meet some friends, and then you realize you don't have any money to get back, and you do some things, okay?
You do things.
Things.
Airfare is not cheap.
Nope.
And as things are going right now, I think a lot more people are getting a lot more things shoved up their bungholes to get across the country.
Yep.
Take some poppers. You'll be good.
Yeah. You take me on a red eye, I'll show you my brown eye.
That's right. That's right. We do not condone prostitution. I mean, do what you want to do. It's your body.
Is it prostitution if it's just an exchange of services?
Yeah, if it's consensual.
Yeah, everybody's okay with this.
I mean,
it's not money per se.
Depends on what state you're in, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Is a sugar daddy a pimp or a John, or is he just a gentleman who enjoys giving, or sugar mama, an older person with a bad neck who enjoys giving money to a younger person and maybe the younger person likes enjoying doing other things.
Hey, there's some people who make some really good money doing that. You know, if you're going to go for it, at least be high class.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. If you're going to be a hooker, you better be. Okay, you got to
be a Charlie Sheen level hooker.
It's Friday in Chicago, summertime. You're a hooker. You got to make rent this week. Where are you going? Oh, that's a good pickup. Yeah, that's a good choice.
You know, here's the thing: is I know the truth. I know the truth. I don't want to do it. But if I really needed the money, Boys Town would be the place to go. You need the money.
Rent's due.
Boys Town would be the place to go. Okay? It'd be much easier. For Steph, she can pretty much go anywhere except Boys Town. For us to actually make money, probably have to go to Boys Town.
Disagree.
Okay.
You don't want to go swim amongst the other fish. If you're a fish who wants to get caught, you need to go to a pond where they're not expecting it. I like the Gibson's idea because there's going to be a lot of gentlemen coming in from the suburbs out there in Naperville. They got Susie May, who they married 15 years ago, with their 10-year-old kid at home watching fucking Paw Patrol. Daddy needs a night out. Daddy's going to go down to Gibson's, have himself a couple cocktails, maybe stay in the city that night. Maybe things go different. Maybe Daddy can help me with my rent.
Maple and Ash is another one.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Or handsome, somewhat bearded podcast hosts.
There you go.
Adam, put on your tightest pants, buddy. We're paying rent this week.
You know, I don't even need tight pants. Wear loose pants. Show them all. Like, what's that thing in your gray sweatpants? Yeah, that's right.
Oh
just remember, just do what Julia Roberts taught you.
No kissing.
On the mouth.
No
kissing.
kissing.
Never on the mouth. Nope. So I think we've exhausted our topic for the night. So thank you everybody for listening to this fun episode about reality TV and apparently prostitution. We will see you next week. We do. One more thing. We do have a psychic coming on the show in our next episode, and we'll hopefully be out Wednesday next week. Be a lot of fun. So we'll see you next time.
Thanks.